me. I just be having my way. Only come out with a pay till I say. Heard you wanna be, don't gotta whip and brag on them petty flips. I talk with that.
It's week 5 of the National Football League, and the spotlight is on Justin Herbert. He's coming off a nice week throwing the ball, 4 touchdown throws. It's the Chargers and the Broncos, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 23.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Field of Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Los Angeles Chargers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the man who proclaims to be from a whole pack of Badgers. Came into the league back in 2012, Russell Wilson. Quickly to the air is Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, so we'll see if he can keep his string of good games going right here.
On first down, they run with Howard. Down to the 22-yard line. These two teams, they met in L.A. earlier in the year with the Chargers coming out victorious. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Denver. From the 22, Herbert. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
This is Howard on second down. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Toward the pylon, caught. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
On 4th down, it's Howard, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great play there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point up and through. And that makes the score 7-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. Well, partner, not exactly the way they drew up the start of this one, but a chance to redeem themselves and hit the reset button here on their second possession.
And I do like that word that you just used, reset, right? In a lot of ways, it's just shaking off what happened before, starting fresh, almost like it's your first drive all over again. Go out and put your best foot forward.
the 37 on 1st and 10. Wilson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down. Now Wilson. That's taken in by Dulcich. So the completion good for just 3. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Wilson. Out route complete to Dulcich. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 37. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Then he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson outright. This one goes to Patrick. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. From the shotgun, Wilson. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Tim Patrick, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from evening this one up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. A 10-play drive that time. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. Fielded just outside the goal line. The Charger drive about to get going. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's a shit going on right now, because
Charger football to start quarter number 2. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Steps away to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from home. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watched the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, the ball never hits the ground there either.
Now Wilson on first down. And he will find his man, Sutton. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Here's Wilson. And they'll work this down inside the 30. 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Now Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sutton. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Wilson to throw. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing is Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's finished off by the touchdown from Tyler Boyd. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. Herbert off of play action. They'll roll him out right. And he slings one that's incomplete. The Chargers are 3-1 here through the first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
About 3 yards there to the 27. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. And that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 3rd down, Wilson steps away. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a halt. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. This is taken at the 23. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
That's what it is. That's what it is, baby. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's ride, dog.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are an extra point away from drawing level.
Brandon, they just got the ball, and already they're in the end zone, and you're getting ready to talk about the PAT. That was fast.
The point after is good, and we are tied at 14. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy two-play drive that time. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver's offense ready to go again. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Dance, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping a tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Taken from just outside the 30. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. And they do have terrific starting field position, but no timeouts to work with, so they'll need to operate quickly. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their own 44. Back to throw here, Herbert. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Being chased out left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in by Sutton. the 40, 20, 10, 5, and all the way home for the Broncos score. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson, 3 touchdown passes now. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. From the 6. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap. Sliding out of the pocket. Herbert has it knocked free. A big loss on the play. That's the bad news. A consolation, they keep the football. This hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds. Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it. But if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire? And they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it.
Pass interference. Defense.
So that PI call will give them one more play.
And it'll be an end-time play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
To throw again on second down. Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Broncos and Courtland Sutton heading back out there. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
They go play action with Wilson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
I like the thought process. I like the design, but I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man, because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receiver's too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch. Same connection. Dulcich once again.
8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. To throw again is Wilson. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And that will be incomplete as well.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. That's taken on the 25. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here are the Chargers to take over. They were winners last week, defeating the Raiders. And right now they're in the driver's seat here as they start off 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. He finds his man, complete. That's Jenkins. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, LA! Amon-Ra St. Brown, 46 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Brandon Staley telling his troops to stay out there and go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Broncos about set to go on offense. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. The last run got 3, now here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Williams. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now it's Wilson. He's got a man, complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Broncos. Courtland Sutton with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos are back within a score. The extra point up and good. And the lead is down to 2. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And Cortland Sutton able to finish things off with the touchdown reception. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Buying time to his left. He's got a man complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Well, this is exactly what I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. And coming out now, the Broncos. This offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline trying to help him shake it off because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. On the move past the 40. Now he's into the clear again. Touchdown! Cortland Sutton, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Broncos have got it back to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 2. Just a 4-play drive that time. And Cortland Sutton able to finish things off with the touchdown reception. Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Herbert. Over the middle, complete. It's Jenkins. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter. Welcome back now to Denver. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
There's several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And it's caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he's unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Amon-Ra St. Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chargers will add to their 4th quarter lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and throw for it. Escaping the pressure right. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
And Denver getting set to take the field. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. They begin the drive with Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 9 yards that time.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
From the 38, Wilson. And his throw is incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. He'll air this one out for Boyd. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is going to have a Broncos first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
Holding. Offense.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Here's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Fielded just outside the goal line, and he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. We're going to look at Amon-Ra St. Brown as his offense readies for the next drive. He's been a load for them to handle defensively, I know that much.
Well, look at him. He's got 7 catches on the game, and he's starting to shred them a little bit because not only is he catching them, he's picking up good yardage, keeping the chains moving, ball control, you name it. This big guy, what did you say? He's been a load for them to handle?
That's right.
Agreed.
7 catches, as you said, over 100 yards. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. Herbert now. He finds his man, complete. That's Jenkins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. It's complete to Williams. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So they get pushed back to the 11. And here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Chargers are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Back to throw here, Herbert. And make them 4 for 4 now on 2-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score.
Well, after that, it's not hard to see where the momentum is pointing because it's squarely on his side after a heads-up play to jog that one in for another 2 points.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So Russell Wilson in the offense. Down by 15. A minute 54 on the clock. They need 2 touchdowns and at least 1 2-point conversion mixed in there as well. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. Wilson's throw taken in here by Patrick. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Derwin James with a pick, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll begin the drive with Howard. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Howard. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It's caught on the right side. Williams. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They go counter with Howard. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Chargers, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for Denver,